Mandy Dyke, and I have a company called And Now, and I work in outdoor celebratory theatre, mainly with fire and fireworks, but I generally design and construct large-scale images, really, whether they're transient or solid. I think it's interesting, the whole idea of mentoring and what truly is mentoring, and I, I personally don't feel that it's, for me, feeling like I have really made a difference to Enya. I'm not really sure that I have actually, but having had lots of conversations with her, she's absolutely certain that I have. But I think because I've only had, maybe it'll be 10 days contact in the end, what I feel is that I've dominated the process, and there's not been room for her to sort of drive elements of it. But I think that can't happen in 10 days on one project. I think it's something that needs to be an ongoing process, and I hope after Enya's going to come and be on one of our shows, working one of our shows in July, and see the sort of thing we do and how we approach stuff. And it's not a parade, but it has got a parade element to it. And also afterwards, I'm quite happy to discuss anything with her anytime. So if she's taking on projects and wants to talk through the process or the creative process or something with me, I'm more than happy to do that. I think there's a whole level of things I have brought to, but it's interesting because she works on a very small scale and I work on a very large scale, and finding the meeting points there. And I suppose a lot of it has been about organisation, about being organised in terms of a process, because it's involving so many other people rather than just your own work.
I would definitely it's opened my eyes to all the different various materials that you need to get, the budget side of things, and a whirlwind of different things that the artist has to think about all the time. So it's definitely it's given me that little bit of knowledge that I need to go on to the future with. So it's good.
I think it is interesting. I think it's interesting. There's the difference between mentoring and coaching. There is a difference. I think probably if you're a mentee, I think it's a good idea to have a choice about your mentor. Not that it hasn't been a good mix or anything, but I think if you can find those, it's like collaborating. If you can choose who you're going to collaborate with, I think you'll get a better outcome. Not always. I mean, it's good to be thrown together as well, because you discover things that you couldn't have known. But I think choosing your mentor, or being in the position where you're able to do that, would be a very nice thing.
I think it's basically it's sort of just observing sort of the different kind of making skills at the moment, and I have been doing little bits of making in the workshop with other artists as well, so that's also been good, and learning different techniques that they're doing, especially with Becky Bryson, and there's another person who's making something out of gum, tape and stuff like that, and his techniques are really good because everything is really light and simple in how he constructs them. So that's definitely something that I'm going to use in the future, because that's essentially what you want, really, if you're doing workshops with kids or anything. You want it to be lightweight. So, yeah.
I think it is crucial, because otherwise I don't know how people get the experience. And there's one whole thing, volunteering, but there's only a certain level that it can go, actually. And I think trying to form relationships, even if they're unlikely relationships for younger emerging artists, and even if it's in, I work with Fire and Fireworks, and you doesn't work with Fire and Fireworks, but there's still a great value in terms of developing your creative practice, really. So I think, yes, it is, and I think it informs both ways, and it would be great to have some more open playing time without the pressure of a massive parade on Sunday. It'd be nice for all the Elevate artists and their mentees to get together and have a shared experience as well somewhere, if you know what I mean. sort of free share. But yeah, I think it is valuable, definitely.